Hello, people. Now, I know I'm a bit late to this, but this is a topic that's pretty important to me. It's about X-Men. Now, we don't really talk about X-Men that much. I mean, I've reviewed all the movies, and I own all of them, except for Deadpool 2, which I will own, eventually when it comes out. But this is recent news on X-Men, on the X-Men movies. Is that X-Men Dark Phoenix and New Mutants might be canceled. Now, the reason for this, well, let's read a little bit. Uh, is because, on Friday, Fox and Disney will, the deal between Fox and Disney, Disney owning Fox, that's going to go down tomorrow. And nobody's stopping them. Comcast almost did, but they dropped out. So nothing's stopping this from happening, essentially. And you know what that means? It means like Disney is going to get their hands on X-Men, Deadpool, Wolverine, Fantastic Four. All those properties are going to Marvel, Marvel Studios, which sounds amazing. And trust me, it does sound amazing. I don't know how they do Deadpool in the MCU. I don't know if they would tone him down. I mean, they've toned down Deadpool before. I mean, Deadpool's been in kid shows, and even the Lego Marvel superheroes, and people like that. So it's not exactly a bad thing, but yeah. But that also means these two are going to be maybe canceled or just never see the light of day. But is that a bad thing? Honestly, no. It's great that these are canceled, and you're probably wondering why. That's because when you really think about it, was anyone excited about X-Men Dark Phoenix? I mean, please, raise your hand if you're actually excited about Dark Phoenix. If you are, that's fine. But in reality, no one was really excited about this movie because, for one thing, X-Men Apocalypse, a movie I hate, didn't do very well compared to X-Men The Days of Future Past. And the critical reception wasn't that great either, so people were not hyped about it. It had like an Amazing Spider-Man 2 syndrome, and you don't want that. So, and the fact they were making another one just screams just cash grab. And it just, I don't know why. And then, of course, just like the director was supposed to be Simon Kinberg, was supposed to be his first movie. I mean, it's fun when your first movie is like a smaller movie, that way you can get the hang of things, but when your first movie is a big budget movie, that's not a good thing. It leads to disaster. And I don't want this leading to disaster, exactly. But also, there was just like a whole bunch of reshoots. We're trying to figure out the third act. All these bad things. I mean, reshoots aren't necessarily a bad thing. They can actually improve a movie. But when it's like extensive reshoots, that's when you know something's up and something's not right. I mean, like what happened with Fantastic and Justice League. Those, extended reshoots type deals. And yeah. And of course, New Mutants. New Mutants was supposed to come out 3 months ago. They had a trailer and everything. They had a poster, a trailer. You're thinking, oh, this movie's about to come out. And then out of nowhere, they just delayed it like by a year. Maybe because they wanted to make it more horror based, which is basically an excuse to just say, oh, we don't like this. We don't like what this movie's becoming. And then they delayed it again to August. And so, yeah, that's where we are. Now they might be canceled because Disney and Fox are going to join up. They're going to join together. And then these movies are basically going to be zeroed out. Now, of these two, Dark Phoenix has the best chance of still being released. New Mutants, that thing's just going to die. That thing's just going to fade away from existence. And I don't think anyone's going to be too sad about that. But, Dark Phoenix, they probably spent hundreds of millions on it. and it would be a kind of a waste to just throw all that away. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time like a big budget movie was almost canceled. I mean, famously, The Lone Ranger from Disney, that was almost canceled, but they still went through it, and as we know, that was a terrible decision because not only did it do really bad at the box office, but it didn't have great reviews either. So, honestly, for really any movie, if you know it's bad and audiences are gonna reject it, you should cancel it because there's no point in releasing it just to lose money. No one wants. There is no business on planet Earth that likes losing money. It doesn't exist because no one would do it because it's the most retarded thing in the world. It makes no sense. So, I don't know. But honestly, what do you think about this? Should these movies still be released? Should they just be canceled and forgotten about? And which of these two do you think will be canceled first? That's a good question. Personally, my money's on New Mutants because that's a spinoff and it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. But Dark Phoenix, I don't even know anymore about that. It's just. But at least, hopefully, when Marvel Studios gets their hands on X-Men and all of them, they treat them with more respect. That's what I'm hoping. And yeah. So that is all. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, like this video, leave a comment, and that's it. And I am out.